Good morning, students. Myself Ajit Pratap Singh. Today, in video second, I will talk about universal solvent. In the video first, I told you students about how we can separate the insoluble solids from the liquid. So, in this video second, you will come to know about what is known as the universal solvent. Water is known as the universal solvent because it can dissolve a large number of substances in it. Although there are some substances like wood or sand which do not dissolve in water, others such as sugar or salt dissolve very quickly in water. So substances that dissolve quickly in water are said to be soluble in water, and substances such as sand that do not dissolve in water are said to be insoluble in water. Okay, students, during the formation of a solution, a solute and solvent are required. I will like to tell you from an example. If you will mix sugar in a water, then sugar will act like a solute and solvent will be the water. And when both are mixed together, then they will form a solution. So it is easy to get back both in their original forms from the solution. You have already seen that salt can be obtained from a solution of salt and water by heating till the water evaporates. The water can be obtained by condensing the water vapor formed. Now, through activity 7, you will come to know about this as well, to make a saturated solution. For this, we have to add some sugar to water, and we will take it in a test tube and we will stir it. The sugar dissolves very quickly, as you know. Now we will add more and more sugar until no more sugar dissolves. No matter how much you stir, you now have a saturated solution of sugar in water. How many spoons of sugar will dissolve in a glass of water? Now heat the test tube. Does more sugar now dissolve in the water? Try with salt. How many spoons of salt will dissolve in a glass of water? Does more salt dissolve in water after heating the water? Try with other substances that are soluble in water. So, with the help of this activity, you will observe that different quantities of different substances can dissolve a fixed quantity of water. We say that different substances have different solubility in water. So students, all substances cannot have the same solubility in water. That's for sure. The solubility of sugar in water increases with an increase in temperature. The solubility of most other substances in water also increases with temperature. Although the solubility of salt do not increase as much as of other substances like sugar. Now we will talk about the importance of water as a solvent. It is because of its property of dissolving a large number of substances. The water is so essential for life because it can dissolve many substances. That's why it is so important for all of us. Our body cannot absorb food substances unless they are soluble. That's very much true that we cannot absorb the food substances if they are not soluble in water. In the process of digestion, the food is reduced to simple substances that are soluble in water. They can then be dissolved in water and absorbed by the body. Several waste materials produced in the body are dissolved in water and excreted. Excreted means they removed from the body. A number of chemical reactions also occur in our body. They also occur in the presence of water. Plants can absorb nutrients from the soil only if they are soluble in water. Minerals from the roots and food from the leaves are transported to different parts of the plant in the form of solution in water. Gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are soluble in water, are also important for survival of aquatic life. Fish breathe in the oxygen, dissolve in water through their gills. So gills are their respiratory organs. Aquatic plants use the carbon dioxide dissolved in water for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is dissolved in aerated drinks to give them their tangy taste. The solubility of gases in water decreases with increase in temperature. Thus, dissolved gases escape from water when it is heated. This can easily be seen by gently heating water in a pot. You will see small bubbles coming out much before water starts boiling. These are bubbles of air dissolved in water. So that's it in video second. Thank you, students.